I was born in Wichita, Kansas, where all oceanographers come from in 1942. I knew very early what I wanted to be. It was when I was 12 years old. I went to see the movie 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. And I'll never forget when the Nautilus and Captain Nemo entered my life. My dream was to be Captain Nemo, to be an oceanographer. Growing up, I struggled with undiagnosed dyslexia and hyperactivity, but I eventually got into University of California, Santa Barbara. I quadruple majored in math, physics, chemistry, and mandatory ROTC for all men. Only had Army, so I had no choice. I went in the Army. And I set goals to attend the Scripps Institute of Oceanography for grad school, and I got turned down. That was the hardest time in my life. So I had to scramble to get into University of Southern California. I was getting a PhD in oceanography, but then I got called to active duty during the Vietnam War. So I went down to Navy recruiting office and I asked, can I transfer from the Army into the Navy? And before I knew it, I was in the Navy, and fortuitously, they assigned me to a place I'd never heard of called the Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution. And this random thing completely rewrote my life. And it was a blessing in disguise, and I stayed on after my active duty and joined the Woods Hole MIT program. My explorations took me all over the planet, and I'm up to 172 expeditions. And most people think of me as the guy who found the Titanic. There are storms in life. I lost my son. That's the worst thing in the world. Days before he was 21. And that's tough. That's a tough storm to go through. But the sun does finally come out. The School of Hard Knocks is a pretty good school if you survive it. I think my greatest legacy was not as a scientist, is not as an explorer, but my ability to reach young people. Through telepresence, we would go in the field and mount an expedition for kids somewhere in the world. And we reached over 14 million kids. So we'll spend a month. And my greatest joy is being with my wife, Barbara, along with my children. Becoming a member of the Horatio Alger Association is a great honor. Barbara Barrett just is a pile of energy like me. I think the two of us are a dynamic duo. I'm humbled by the opportunity to join this amazing organization, and hopefully I can be helpful in the future.